Hi guys, it's Granny Tana speaking. Welcome to this FarmSim News of the Week video. Those are the news from the week from 3rd of June till 9th of June 2023. Yeah, and we didn't got another announcement about the FarmCon, but I think and hope there will be more informations coming to us in the next weeks. But we got a new version, a new patch for FS22. It came out on June the 6th. And due to a surprising journey I had to take, I couldn't tell you about this update before when it came out, but I tell you about it right now. Yeah, and maybe you remember there was the multiplayer mode as a beta test for PC players. And now this multiplayer modes came out for all platforms, for PC and consoles. And so on consoles you can play those special competitive multiplayer games also. There is the bale stacking mode and the arena mode. And here we see, an image, and I'll read you what they wrote about this in the blog article, and then we'll have a look at the images in a larger size, and we'll have a look on the new vehicle that we got. Okay, that's what they write about it. Ready for some field action? Our new competitive multiplayer modes are now available in Farming Simulator 22. Download patch 1.10 and you'll find both the bale stacking mode and the arena mode in the main menu under Esports. Check it out. And there they have a video about it, so you can go and have a look at it. And I'll provide a link in the description below this video to this news article. And then they write about the bale stacking mode, stacking bales for the high score. What started out as a joyful highlight on international gaming events a few years ago is now playable at home with up to 6 players. The bale stacking mode requires you to carefully, and more important, quickly stack square bales onto a trailer. The goal: beat your own or your friend's high score while countdown applies some pressure. It's always good to train your skills for operating a front loader attached to your tractor anyway, even for your day-to-day farming business. Hint: might be a helpful skill for the upcoming hay and forage pack. Yeah, I don't know why this could be a helpful skill for the upcoming hay and forage pack, because the hay and forage pack has nothing to do with bales, but whatsoever. It is a nice hint, I would say, but it has no relevance at all. But for the Gerweil pack, where we had a lot of bales, that is an interesting ability. Okay, let's have a look on these images. Here we see how the tractor is bringing a bale to this wagon, and when you start this game mode, you are you have a tractor and the bales are already on this ground and the wagon is standing there, so everything is prepared for you and you just have to press start and then you can start stacking the bales, and it counts all the bales and in the end you get a high score. And there is a training mode that you can play alone, so you don't need to search for friends to try this out. You can just play it, and then if you have better times, then you can ask your friends, oh, do you want to compete with me with the bale stacking? And here we see this, how this map is laid out. Those are only 2 of the 6. Here are the others, so this goes much further down. And you have this area. Here you start with your tractor and then you drive to the bales, collect them, and so on and so forth. And what I found out, I tried it once. I'm not the type for playing fast, but I was curious. I tried it once and I stacked them all one by one, and it took me a while. And what I saw with others, they always take 2 bales in one go, and then they are much faster. Pro tip, so to say. And then there is the team-based arena mode, and it requires strategy. Known from the FSL, the arena mode is now open to everyone. You don't need to register or compete in the league, but you can. 2 teams consisting up to 3 players each compete for the high score by harvesting wheat, pressing bales and delivering them to their barn. Additional layers of tactical gameplay are ensured through a pick and ban phase, randomized power-ups, and multiple strategic approaches possible. There's also a training mode to make it easy for everyone to check it out. You can try it on your own if you are not ready for others. So here is the same, you have a training mode and you can just try it and find out whether you like this way to play FarmSim. Some people like it a lot and some people don't. Yeah, here you can see how the tractors are in their starting position, waiting for the game to start, and you can choose from different tractors, and somehow you can choose which tractors and machines are not allowed, so there is quite some complexity, and that makes it interesting, I think. And here you see the harvesting and the bale pressing, and then afterwards there is another tractor who picks up the bale and brings it to the barn, and sometimes they throw the bales up in the window up in the barn, and that is especially good. So you get more points from this. This is when Granny tells you about Esports League. Want to go professional? Join the FSL. You probably know the arena mode from the Farming Simulator League already. If you're interested in competing on a professional level, check out the website for the FSL, where you and your friends can register and join the league. Season 5, with a prize pool worth 200,000 euros, starts on July the 1st and 2nd at FarmCon23 in Lauingen, Germany. Might be worthwhile to start training with the new multiplayer modes. So grab some friends. Yeah, so you can really earn a lot of money if you're really good. And that is not the only thing we got with the new patch. And here they write changelog. What is new in patch 1.10.1? And please note, as with all major updates to Farming Simulator, you may experience stuttering on the first game launch after the update when using mods or custom graphics setting due to shaders being recompiled. So this is quite normal after a patch. The game is really stuttering, and after a while this is done and it runs smooth again as you like it. We have the new additions, the esport modes, and we got new vehicles and tools. The New Holland CR 10.90 revelation. New Holland very feed 41 feet, and the New Holland 3162 Superflex Draper 45 feet. And here I show you what this is. Here we have it. It's a huge combine. Wonderful machine. And I must say, I find it really nice that we get quite a lot of free updates, content updates. So we don't only get patches with bug fixes, but new content for free as well. And this new esports mode is a really nice addition to the farming sim. And then this nice huge combine, I think it's good. Yeah, we have 3 design configurations, and here this is changing. So now you have this mushroom-like cover, and this is a third design. And we have different wheel setups. Here we have the crawler track, and then you could choose twin wheels instead. Yeah, I think it's wonderful. And then we got new headers. This is the very feet 41 feet. It's just a huge header, 12 meters. And then we got the 3162 Superflex Draper, 45 feet. So this is even bigger. It's 45 feet or 13.7 meters, and it's a Draper. And a Draper header means officially that this is a band that transport this the grain. So this is different. Here we have something like a screw working to transport the grain. But for us virtual players, the most exciting feature of a Draper header is not this band transportation, but that the Draper headers always have their built-in header trailers. So you can just, when you want to transport the header on the road, you have it attached to your combine, you just say, okay, unfold header, and then this header trailer unfolds and you can throw the header to the ground, and then it's ready to be transported on the road. And later, when you want to work with it again, you just attach it to your combine and say, okay, now you can fold back this header trailer, and then the wheels and this disappears. And I love it. So I'm a huge fan of those Draper headers, and up to now I think we have much too little in the game. In FS19 we had more of them, even smaller size Draper headers, and now we got one more, and that makes me very happy. Okay, so let's have a look. Oh, and they fixed quite some problems. So they fixed, you can read it, so I'll provide a link in the description below to this, oh, I already said it, to this blog article. And yeah, there were some problems with the physics in the game, and they fixed this. And with bale storage, you can now, if you are a modder, you can define how high the bales are stacked. And so maybe we will get some updates for different bale storage mods, because now we have more options. And there are some visual fixes to quite a lot of machines. Yeah. So now the next thing. It's more or less a news for the next week. The Hay and Forage DLC hasn't been released, but since Friday, we Giants partners, the YouTubers and Twitch streamers and so, we may make videos and streams with the Forage Pack, Hay and Forage Pack, and therefore you can see more and more videos about those machines, and you can get a better impression and decide whether you want this pack or not. And yeah, that's why I showed this image to you. Next week it will be released on Tuesday the 13th. And yeah, a note for my own channel. I promised you another video about this pack for today, but I won't be able to make it for today. I will make it for tomorrow. So then there will be hopefully videos about the Hay and Forage pack tomorrow, and then the day after tomorrow. That is my plan. Okay, let's have a look at the Modhub. We got quite some mods and 3 maps. And yeah, let's first go through all those pages, the new things that we got, updates again a lot. Yeah, which is to be expected, and some funny machines like this Fiat. And the maps are the Newton's Hedge and Belly Spring, and we'll have a look at the maps a little bit deeper look in a minute. Yeah, and here again a lot of machines, and I have the impression that some machines were released as a lizard machine that before had only been released for PC and Mac, and now they are here maybe for consoles in the lizard version. And yeah, some sheds and quite some updates again. And the Lazy Acres farm came out. And I know a lot of people have been waiting for Lazy Acres and Belly Springs. And here is this sawing machine that we had a few weeks ago, and now as a lizard sawing machine. Let's just have a look. I guess this will be for consoles. Yeah. So even on consoles we get this very cute sewing machine now. And I always like it when people have when they put out a machine with a special brand that is not licensed from Giants, when they do an additional lizard version of this, that the console players can use it too. Okay, here some more updates. So modders and Modhub are quite busy, and yeah, with updates, and we in the moment we still have a long waiting list for the mods, and the Modhub team has quite a lot to do. with different stuff. But yeah, a lot of mods are produced or updated, so modders and Modhub are really busy, I would say. Yeah, and here we have a huge Pixie. We will have a closer look to this, and the Manchego Mill, which looks really awesome. We will have another look on this too. Yeah, and quite some other mods. Here we have now the Newton's Hedge. It's a map from FS13, and yeah, you need 7 mods, required mods, and it's a smaller map, so rather small, as you can see. And here somehow it seems to be French based, because Ferme de la Haie de Newton is French, and the other words here are French too. Yeah, and some old buildings. Yo. And this has been released for all platforms. And then there is a PC Mac only version that has multi-angle terrain plus on the other features. So this has a feature that is not available for consoles, and therefore it's a special PC Mac version. And then there is Belly Spring, and I know a lot of you already play on this or played on this, and others were waiting for it to come to Modhub. It is available for PC Mac only, and it is already version 1.2, but the first Modhub version. So before it has been released somewhere else, and for example Degwin is playing his survival roleplay on Belly Springs, and it's an Irish map with 170 fields, 172 fields, and most of them are grassland, and it has a lot of features. It has custom animals built in, and so small animals and so. And here you see huge changelogs for the versions we didn't have at Modhub, and you need 5 required mods. And here we have some images. There you can see there's a lot of green in between the fields. So most of this huge amount of fields are meadow fields. Yeah, and here you can see the style with a lot of hedges and walls, and so the typical Irish and English style. And I think it looks really nice. The screenshots are so beautiful. So the modder really knows how to catch the right light situation for the screenshot. Look how nice it looks. Yo. And then we have Lazy Acres, and this is a very strong anticipated map as well. I heard a lot of it for a long time already, so people were waiting for this map, and this is more or less just the opposite to this Belly Springs, but a lot of players are very, very happy about this too. So here you see it's a nice landscape. This is not so much opposite to Belly Springs, but here the PDA looks totally different. So all rectangular fields, huge fields, and Yeah, so this is a map for people who love helper-friendly big fields. And I think there are a lot of those players out there. Here you have a big farm with a lot of place. And here a huge animal dealer area. Rather similar to the one in Elm Creek. And everywhere a lot of place, so here is nothing narrow and tight, but all very generous. Okay. And then let's have a look on some mods I just picked, and I always pick some mods from my own taste, and so that doesn't mean that those are the best mods of the week, but those are the mods that I found personally most interesting. And maybe you would choose totally different mods, and it's okay like that, because the mods that I show you are not objective the best ones, but only the ones that I found the most interesting. Here we have the modern Pixie from Vertex Design, and maybe you know Vertex Design. They make a lot of very professional looking mods, so they are really pro modders, so to say. And it's a modding team. And this has been released for all platforms, and it's a huge Pixie for 450 pigs, and I think it's rather realistic. The pigs can't go outside, they are always inside, and I think that is like that in reality rather often. So this is just a huge, rather realistic pig barn. Yeah. I prefer more to build pixies with a nice little garden, and where they can roam around in the mud and have some trees and so. But this here is reality, and I think it's important to make realistic thing and then more like dream or wish like things like I would do. And both has its use. Here we can see how it looks in the inside. Here, so the pigs are separated in groups, and you need to do this. So you can't put 450 pigs in just into a big hall. They would fight much too much. They wouldn't be happy at all. And like that, if they have small groups, it's much better for them. And here they have heating lamps. Okay. And then we have the Manchego Mill. It's from the Spanish area known as La Mancha. And the modder already made a map from this region, and I find them so gorgeous. And they come in two varieties, one for passive income that produces electricity, and the other one is a windmill that functions as a mill production, a grain mill. And so it's rather, from the function, it's rather similar to my upcoming windmill pack, but nevertheless, I find those buildings so awesome that I thought I show them to you. Look, aren't they awesome? I find them fantastic. And that's why I show them to you. And they have this special Spanish look. They look like that. And yeah, windmills look very different in different areas, and those are the windmills from La Mancha. Yeah, and now about my own maps. And at the Modhub testing, yeah, it happened quite something. My windmill pack map is still in the waiting time for the second test, and I hope then when they're tested again it will be released. And this is my Farm Factory mod, and it has been tested for PC and is now in testing completed. So on Monday I will know hopefully whether it will be in review and I have to change some things, or whether it goes to the console test. And if it comes to the console test, we could hope that it will be released next week. If I have to change something, it will take another 4 weeks or so, because the waiting is still rather long. Okay, that's it for this week's FarmSim news. I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for watching and all the best. Till next time. Tschüss.